Hello, I'm not really sure what to say on this video to be honest, but I guess I'll just say that change is really a big part of like IT, especially if you're like in programming or making games or things like that, since you often need to change your tools. While I don't think it's one of the big changes, it's kind of small often, but also might require intense learning of new things. I guess for me, like since I've been using computers since forever, since I was really young, so it's really easy for me to change programs these days and like learn new programs. They all kind of run on the same manner, I guess you could say. Like I've learned what the change is like on programs mostly. But also often in the work I used to do, I had to, because it was not really a programming company, it was more of a, I think I already told you that I used to work in this city-run renting company, and we often got new programs and new features and stuff, and I had to teach people how to use them and such. So I think I didn't really think about it much back then, because we had a lot of old people, like old women, old men, that were working in customer relations and such, and they really struggled with the change of like using a new program, changing their ways and such. So I think this course did give me a lot of ideas how to like present change, and how to I should take into consideration who I'm bringing the change to. Like, okay, how do you explain to somebody who's older and just kind of stuck in their ways? Do they prefer to have a paper manual, like with really clear instructions, click here, while I really think everybody should learn to use the program completely, but some people just they couldn't. They just had to. They always go by, okay, you click this thing and this thing and this thing, and then I'm done. Not like actually learning why and how and such. Just a repetitive measure, like click this, and this, and that's how they learned. And maybe I should have made some clear manuals like that for them, since that was their way. And I think if I ever become a team leader or anything in some kind of program making company, like just any program really, but games especially, I think the tools change all the time. What you're trying to accomplish changes all the time. Like, okay, so you may have a programming company that makes office products like that are very similar to everybody, or just making slight changes to the program for each customer. But if you make games, you're gonna have to really change and be creative, and everyone single one is gonna have very different requirements often. And overall, like, programming companies are very agile these days in Finland. Like, they adapt changes all the time, new tech, new ways to do things. So I think I'm already kinda used to changing a lot, but I didn't really think about it as management of change. I just thought, okay, we're doing this new thing, I should learn it, or things like that. So it's very interesting to bring some science and experience and different kind of view to change, because for me, I didn't really think about change so much, or do any reflection on the change. I just, it went by the feeling, and while the results weren't exactly horrible usually, they could have been better, I guess. Like, at least I could think why are we doing this and how to best do it. And I really think the changing other people thing was really interesting and helpful. Like, I think of the things I just mentioned before. What else to say? Yeah, I think this course is very interesting for and important for people that are in any kind of leadership positions, because they have to bring the change to other people usually, and there's always somebody that doesn't want to change, or maybe they even have a good reason why to not change how things are. But often, in the middle management, the upper management just decides that we're gonna take this program, and then you just have to deal with it, and that can be hard, I suppose. I don't think I have much else to say. Thank you for the course, and very interesting course.